the damage?
Your droid's motivator's busted. Plus the coolant system's shot. I can fix him, but it'll cost you.
Blasted rust heap. Now who's going to guard my inventory?
I know some guys in the protection business. Want me to set something up?
Do it. I have too much overhead to close shop now.
Oh, I didn't hear anyone come in. The guards usually call. If you had an appointment, you should know. My husband is out on business. He'll be back soon.
I need to talk to him. If it's no trouble, I'd rather not have to come back.
I'm not sure. No one said anything about a visitor. Who are you, anyway? What do you want here?
Don't worry. Your husband and I go way back. I wanted to surprise him.
That right. He's not big on surprises, but I suppose you know that. Well, I was about to fix lunch. Care to join me?
That's very kind, thank you.
Wonderful. Please sit down. We can talk a while.
Isbeth, I'm back! Who is this? What are you doing here?
Don't be rude, Milosh. I was just telling your friend about the time you sold the farm.
This is not my friend, and things are very dangerous for us now.
You and I are going to have a talk.
What does he mean? What's this all about?
Shut up! Just stay calm. You were the one asking questions. I was promised you wouldn't survive.
Who told you I wouldn't survive? How do you know someone would come after me?
They're always watching. As soon as I heard, they heard too. The ghost cell came to me. They offered the exchange protection. Assassins. If we gave them what they needed. What could I say? They're worse than we are. And now you think you frightened me?
We can come to an arrangement, Milosh. All I want is to find their village.
You're joking. What kind of arrangement?
The Empire can give you full access to Mos Isla in return for your aid.
Yes. It would be a very good opportunity. In return for their village. I get their supplies. My men bring the crates to a drop point in the canyons. From there, the ghost cell brings the supplies home by speeder. The next delivery is soon. Beyond that, I know nothing.
This is the right thing to do.
I understand. I will not cause difficulties. Come, Isbeth. Let's get away from here.
Hello, I'm recording this message for you. Funny thing is, I don't know your name. By now you've talked to Milos. I hope he gave you what you need to find the village, because I've done all I can. Even sent everything I know about the Eagle's network to intelligence. But now I'm leaving, because I know how this ends. After the ghost cell is neutralized, you turn me in. I like you, but I can't trust you. You're an Imperial, and I'm a terrorist. Anyway, destroy the village. Kill the old man. They're not part of the resistance. There's something evil.
Please use all products only as intended.
At your service, sir.
Do you require medical attention? Be well.
Welcome, my child. I wondered whether you'd find your way.
I'm so sorry. I couldn't stop them.
I applauded you toward the end. You've trampled my garden, of course. But I admire your skills.
What happened? Are you all right?
I'm not dying. Look after yourself. The old man...
Don't mind your friend. We found her in the spaceport and thought we'd bring her home.
We could have killed her, of course. But what reward would that be when she's served so well?
She's not your problem. This is between us.
And I have no intention of harming her.
The truth is, I let Mia defect. From the moment she began training, I saw that she was weak, unworthy.
I knew she would flee and turn on us. She was the perfect bait to lure an Imperial intelligence cipher.
If you really wanted to meet a cipher, you should have come to Drummond Cars.
Alas, I cannot trust Imperial hospitality. We've been watching you, learning your techniques. In Mosila, at the wind farm, in exchange territory, syncing our emotions with yours.
You're fantastically talented. You'll show us everything, and then we'll replace you inside your own organization. I don't want to fight you. Give up now, and I can be merciful. All of you, kill him. You don't know what you're doing.
You don't know how many lies are at work. No idea what's really going on.
I don't need to hear any more from you.
It's really him. He's really dead. I'm sorry about everything. I didn't know what he was planning. I can't believe he used me.
If you hadn't run off and been captured, this might have gone smoother.
I left a message for you. Like I said, I couldn't stay. I'm not an Imperial. I guess that doesn't matter now. We're both here. I'm in no shape to fight. What do we do about it?
I'd say it was your choice. Tell me what you'd do.
Seriously? All I want is my freedom. Part of me wants to stick around. I really do like you, but I can't. You know?
I won't try to change your mind. Make a life for yourself somewhere new.
Thank you. I won't forget this. Goodbye. Try to remember. The other side isn't all bad.
Secure transmission established. This is Watcher 2. Your efforts to destabilize the Terra network are working better than expected, Cypher. Unfortunately, I don't have good news. We attempted to capture the Eagle in a raid on Tholiton. We found a base, but the man had moved on.
Is there a trail we can follow?
No. I'm still hopeful your efforts will draw him into the open. We've also been researching the so-called Eradicator devices. They're satellites, orbital strike weapons with enough firepower to level a city. Here's the bizarre thing. The terrorists aren't building the Eradicators, they're growing them.
What do you mean, growing?
The Eradicators are a combination of biological and mechanical components, organic batteries in a weaponized shell. The terrorists don't need factories anymore. They can grow Eradicators wherever there's room.
Cheap, destructive, and disposable.
Our people are jealous they didn't think it up. We'll continue gathering information. We know what the Eradicators are, but not where or how they'll be used. You have your own mission. Destroy the cells and they'll lead us to the Eagle. Watcher 2 out. Stand by. I'm routing comm traffic through our mid-rim outposts. You're on a 6-second delay until I resynchronize the data stream. 3, 2, 1. Synced and secured. Tracking systems show you're in the castle lands of Alderaan. Enjoy the view, Cypher. I hear the mountains are lovely.
No more beautiful than my Watcher.
But are they icier? Don't answer that. Alderaan is governed by the wealthiest noble families in the galaxy. They've feuded for centuries, and are presently engaged in a full-scale war. You're here because Imperial intelligence believes that one of the noble houses, or a noble within one of the houses, is financing the Eagle's Terra network.
What sort of financing are we talking about?
Money for weapons, transportation, bribes, anything the cells need. The Empire's resources are tied up supporting House Thul's efforts to claim the throne. But intelligence does have one asset, Vector Hillis. Vector was an Imperial ambassador to the nobles, but he was later repurposed. Now he's with the Killiks, Alderaan's native alien species.
I'm not familiar with them. What's their story?
The Killiks are an insectoid species that evolved on Alderaan. Most of the nests migrated into space millennia ago, but a few remain planetside. When Vector approached the Killiks on a mission of diplomacy, they absorbed him into their collective intelligence. He's part of their hive mind. However, he continues to file activity reports, and we believe he's still loyal to the Empire, even if he's barely human anymore.
How's that possible?
Prolonged exposure to the Killiks induces physiological changes. He shares thoughts, feelings with them, but we don't know much more. We've requisitioned Vector from the diplomatic service and given him a need-to-know overview. You'll rendezvous at these coordinates. Use him to eliminate any noble or house funding the terrorists. Watcher 2 out.
Yes, this is the one, as the song schedule determined. We are Vector Hillis, Dawn Herald of the Ouroboros Nest. Pleased to make your acquaintance, Agent.
It sounds like you were expecting me.
We received a message concerning your mission. We were told we might serve. We trust our appearance doesn't disturb you. Our superiors in the diplomatic service find our joining disconcerting, but it was necessary. The joining allowed us to share thoughts and senses with the Nest, forge a bond between Empire and Kilix. The change is a small price.
Being transformed doesn't bother you?
It was unexpected, but now I'm part of the kind. I hear the song of the universe. It's a magnificent thing. Yes, as to your target, Imperial intelligence provided us with a list of names, dates, and locations connected to your terrorist financier.
You have an ID on the target?
We can't identify the financier himself, but your information shows he's visited House Organa, House Ceres, House Pantier, and House Cortes. Cortes is a vassal of the Empire's proxy, House Thul. If you show the Cortes Baron a copy of our findings, he might close in on your foe.
I appreciate the advice.
We must proceed to the Dance of Unlighting, but we'll remain here for the duration of your mission. We suggest you present yourself to Cortes as an ally of the Empire. Show strength, and don't mention your intelligence connections.
Hold your guard. In the name of Baron Payar Cortes and the Cortes Barony, I demand you state your business or face expulsion.
How dare you speak to me this way? I am a Count of House Thul.
Indeed. Forgive me, Your Highness, if I'd known you were coming.
I knew nothing of Thul emissaries either, Captain. I am Baroness Che Cortes, Your Highness. Forgive our inhospitality, but my husband has no time for visitors.
I believe he'll want to speak to me. It's a matter of life and death.
Aren't they all, though? Some days ago, we lost a squad of battle droids patrolling the borders of Cortes lands. That squad was our first line of defense. We believe the squad's disappearance may presage an attack, yet not one of our allies has come to our aid.
What happened to the squad exactly?
We don't know what destroyed our droids. They went silent. Until we find out, we must prepare for the worst. If you wish to make amends, send your troops to determine the fate of our patrol. Perhaps that will make my Baron smile again.
We'll do everything possible to make this right.
I'll leave you to Captain Perovius. I hope to see you under better circumstances.
Your Highness, if your men find the droids, tell them to activate the squad's homing beacon. Perhaps the data logs will help us. This is Captain Perovius. A pleasure to hear from you, Your Highness. I'm impressed that you conducted the search personally. We're receiving the droid's logs now. You have my thanks.
No thanks are necessary. It was my privilege.
I would have lost men conducting the search. You saved lives today. At any rate, these logs are discouraging. The droid skirmish with the Killiks. Blasted bugs are on Cortez lands again.
I ran into a few more on my way here.
Figures as much. Rumor has it that the Killik nest is growing. Probably scouting for a new home. I'll make sure the Baron knows. Those things won't build a new hive in Cortez territory. I'll tell you that.
Now that I've done my part, may I see the Baron?
The Baroness is offering you an invitation to the estate. You may return at your leisure.
The Baron is expecting you. This way, please.
Our guest has arrived, my lord.
Baron Payar Cortes, Sword of the Castle Lands, I hereby present to you the Honorable Count Thule, emissary of his house. This man risked himself in the service of House Cortes, valiantly recovering our lost patrol and identifying the Killik threat. In appreciation of his noble deeds, and out of respect for his accomplishments, I ask that you grant him recognition.
I so grant him recognition. I am Baron Payar Cortes, good sir. Welcome to my home.
The pleasure is mine, Baron.
Then we are both fortunate.
I hope I didn't give the wrong impression at the gates. I just take the security of my house very seriously.
One of few things she does, along with her gardens and her ack dogs.
You'll make me blush, my lord.
Tell me now, why do you seek my house? Is there a favor you would ask? An alliance you'd propose?
I'm trying to identify a visitor to House Cortes. I know when he was here, but not his name or face.
I'll gladly help. Show me what you have. The dates in your files. Yes, we've had visitors at these times, but that's no surprise. I believe the guest you're looking for is Master Denry Ale. We've hosted him and his summits on a number of occasions.
Tell me where to find this man.
Ah, well, it may not be so easy as that. Denry Ale was once Lord Denry Ale, a powerful and respected man among the vassal houses. But some years ago he abdicated his position.
He became a mediator dedicated to forging peace.
Strange you should ask about him now. For several weeks Denry Ale has been missing. Whether off on some secret negotiation or something more regrettable, no one knows.
Isn't anyone trying to find him?
Not that I'm aware of. One missing man in all this chaos. But it bears investigation. I'll begin looking into Ale's whereabouts through formal and informal diplomatic channels. If I can find him for you, I will. You may also wish to investigate the matter yourself. I'm sure House Thule has friends who can assist.
You'll let me know if you find anything.
Of course. I'll send a message immediately. In the meantime, you're welcome to stay as a guest. House Cortes prides itself on its hospitality.
We'll have to dine together. You can meet the ack dogs.
The Baron has spoken. This audience is at an end.
Ready for departure. Enjoy your stay.
Welcome back. Your aura reflects your attunement to the great song.
What are all these Killiks doing here?
The hive requires more nutrients. These are foraging parties. They'll gather what we need.
Cortez isn't happy about having Killiks around, you know.
Yes. We apologize for the incident with the battle droids. It should have been avoided. Our observers saw you enter the Cortez estate. The fingerlings were listening and heard mention of Denry Ale. We met Ale during our time as ambassador. With his wealth and talent, he could be your target.
The Baron claims not to know his whereabouts.
We might be able to help. Our nest has had many joiners over the years. Soldiers, children, nobles. We can search their memories and see what they know of Denry Ale.
Are all these people in the nest like you?
As Dawn Herald and emissary to the Empire, we retain more independence. But we're all joiners. We remember Pabal Alder. When her speeder crashed, our foragers brought her to the hive. Our healers tended her. We became one. Her house, House Alder, an old house of scholars and antiquarians, granted Ale residence in honor of his work as a mediator. Ale kept records of his work in the Alder estate. If you can penetrate the estate's defenses, those records are yours.
Good work. I'll have those records in no time.
If we may be so bold. A warning. House Alder opposes the Empire, and the estate is always prepared for an Imperial attack, even a stealthy one. Be careful.
Vehicle pads are currently open for business. Vehicle pads are currently open for business.
Agent, it's good to see you. Yes, we apologize. The nest has been invigorated by star dancing. If you could smell the pheromones, you'd understand our restlessness.
If I start understanding, I know it's time to leave.
There's nothing to be concerned about. The hive is growing, and we all benefit. We even have a gift for you. These orbs contain white membrosia, rare nectar produced by our givers. Pull back the wax and sip. You'll find it gives strength and healing.
You sure it's safe for humans?
The membrosia alone won't make you a joiner in these quantities. In any case, how's the search for Denry Ale?
Here. I located the files in House Alder.
This is perplexing. It looks like Ale funded the destruction of the Dominator and the assassination of Darth Jadus. But the rest is very odd. Have you shown this to Baron Pear?
I was just on my way.
Of course. We appreciate being kept apprised. We know you're under no obligation. We'll be on alert should you need anything else. The nest embraces our unity.